Hey everybody, welcome back to our channel. So it is Wednesday, October 25th. We have 6 more days of Crocktober left and we are chugging right along. So tonight is Taekwondo. I have a webinar call that I have to take at about 6:30, and then we also have family share group at church. So it is now about 3:41 and I'm going to put on the crock pot. I'm going to put it on high for about an hour before we leave the house because the kids and I have some cleaning and things we need to do. We have to be at Taekwondo until 5, technically really 5:30, but we're going to try to get there by 5. So I'm going to be doing in the crock pot just a meat only this time, and I'm going to be doing some spare rib tips. I got these tips at a markdown at Food Line, and I was actually able to find 2 packages of them. So I've already opened them and I pre-rinsed them in the sink. And what I'm going to do now is just lay them into my crock pot. So again, I have this on high for about an hour. Then I'll turn it back to low, because even though the meat is thawed out, it's not frozen. It's still a pretty hearty meat. It's not a lot of bones, but I do want to make sure that it is nice and tender. So I'm going to lay in these tips, and I do have 2 packages of them. It looks to be about 6 different pieces with varying degree of meat. There is some fat on there which will cook out, which is okay. So we're going to do these very simply. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add in an onion. Alright, so I've got 1 onion in. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put in some salt. Remember, salt to taste, for your taste. I've got some garlic powder. I've got some table blend. And a little bit of the Sours pork rub. I always use this when I cook pork. Now, to this, I'm going to add in 8 ounces of the diet cranberry juice. I'm going to do 6 ounces. Let me just do 6 ounces. Four ounces might have worked as well, but I did 6 ounces, no problem. And then to that, I'm going to do the sugar-free barbecue sauce. Let me check. This has 2 grams of carbs for 8 ounces. So that's not going to add us too many carbs. And then this is a sugar-free with 2 grams of carbs per 2 tablespoons. So I like to use this. I don't add any sugar or sweetener to this. It's pretty sweet as it is. Well, it's sugar-free, but it tastes good. It's a hickory blend. We'll count that as 2 tablespoons. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 looks like a great number, but I like even numbers. So I'm going to do, that's 8 tablespoons of the barbecue sauce. And if anybody wanting to know, that is the G. Hughes Smokehouse Sugar-Free Barbecue Sauce and Hickory flavor. Gluten-free and only 2 carbs per serving. And we've used this before. And I'll have to remember the smart points for this, but they're very low for a large amount. 2 tablespoons or more. So anyway, we're going to let this cook on high for about an hour. Then we are going to turn it back to low, and it'll probably cook on low for about the next 4 hours until we get home from Taekwondo at least. So we're going to do some broccoli as a side, and I'm not real sure what else. I may do something else with the broccoli, but maybe not. We'll let you know what we do and how this turns out in a little bit. Hey everybody, welcome back. So we are home now from Taekwondo. We are home from family share night over at our, we went to a different group tonight because our group where we live was not meeting. So we went over and we had a good time. There were lots of kids and lots of adult conversation. And so our crock pot is still very warm. Our ribs are done. Now here's what I did as an accident. I had the ribs on high. I was going to do them on high for an hour and then turn them back to low. I did not remember to turn them back to low. So if you're going to start at low, start at low. Because I was so busy doing some other things in the house. Got totally sidetracked. But anyway, they turned out just fine. If I had not put the liquid in, though, I think it would have been a problem. My crock pot would have burned. But it did not because I put the cranberry juice in. So I'm going to open this crock pot and let Jackson give these ribs a taste. Remember, we did the spare rib tips. Look at that steam. I'm going to try to see if I can lean this over a little bit. So we have the spare ribs done. It's not overly barbecue saucy, if that makes any sense. There is some barbecue juice down here in the bottom. The onions are very tender. But it smells good. We walked in the house and it smelled amazing, and the ribs are literally falling off of the bone. So this is what they look like. It's not heavily sauced. Now if you like more sauce, you can take these out. You can put them in a oven pan, and you can put more sauce on them and put them under the broiler if you would like it that way. We like them just fine like this. And so I'm going to have Jackson to come over and give you his thoughts. It's hot. And meanwhile, I'm going to cool off this bone for Gracie.
It's very good. It's tender. You can actually taste some of the barbecue sauce. You can't taste the cranberry juice at all. And it's very, very delicious.
Tender. You can taste the barbecue sauce. I got a little bit of the barbecue sauce. It's not overly sweet, which is good. Remember, we used a sugar-free barbecue sauce. And it has a very good texture. It's not overly done. And it's real good. I mean, this would pair nicely with rice or rice cauliflower, just depending on, here mama, just depending on what your family likes. We're going to serve this with broccoli and any side of vegetables that we have. So there it is. We have crock pot barbecue ribs. If you like this video, be sure and give us a thumbs up. If you're enjoying Crocktober, be sure to give us a thumbs up. Thank you so much for stopping by our channel. If you're new around here, go ahead and hit that red subscribe button. That way we can keep you as a part of our YouTube community. Also hit the little bell. That way you never miss an upload from us. And we'll see you tomorrow, October 26th, for another crock pot meal. Bye.